Brosplay! Ori?
Is Ori blind or is the forest blind? I know it says the blind forest, but it would make more sense if they're both blind even.
Definitively, because we have the definitive edition now, I think definitively the forest is blind.
Okay, that's where we're going. Only because we have the definitive edition now.
Yes, let me just make sure subtitles are on. Do you see subtitles?
I do not see that option.
We're far away from the screen here.
I guess maybe they're just always on. Oh, language? Nope. Yeah, I don't see it.
Interesting. Well,
navigate.
Well, by the way, we are. Apparently, my save game isn't here. That's
Were you just gonna say we're already partway in?
We weren't going to do that anyway. We're playing hard. Yeah, we're in the same room for the first time in a long time.
Ah, yes, and it's quiet.
It's fantastic. I have the computer outside of the room now, so it's not in the background there.
Don't forget to remember the night, Ori.
Yes. This game visually is so impressive.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. Ooh. Such a vicious storm.
Vicious. And the storm raged on.
I love the music too.
Yes, that's why I wanted to wait for you to get here, because
it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, you and me just sitting here silently watching this fucking leaf.
This one power leaf just struggling in the wind.
I am a leaf on the wind.
Who says that?
Wash.
Wash.
Yeah. Firefly.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
You know,
I was wondering why I didn't know that name.
I can't remember his first name. It's a dumb name, but he's called Wash because his last name is Washburn.
Huh.
I think it's like some stupid name like Poe or something.
Poe Washburn. Well, I'd definitely go with Wash.
Yeah.
Or Burn. I actually know someone whose nickname is Burn.
See, I thought this is who you were gonna play.
I was gonna think so too, but I've actually seen a little bit of the gameplay. This reminds me of Spirited Away, if you've ever seen that.
Maybe.
I've talked about it before. It's I believe it's Japanese anime.
Oh, okay.
And this little girl goes to a bathhouse, and there's this guy in a.
That's where they always start.
Well, no, she works there as like a slave, doing like the hot baths and stuff. And there's a guy just like this, but he's not blue.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a creepy mask, no face.
Oh, Spirited Away is considered one of the best animes ever.
Yeah,
isn't it?
For a lot of people, definitely. Yeah. It's just very reminiscent.
It's kind of hard to tell from back here, but everything is 60 frames a second except for Ori. She's 25 frames a second. So
what?
Or 24, so like standard animation.
Yeah.
So when they're put together, it's fucking brilliant.
So she's. I guess that actually makes more sense to have her lower than the background.
Yeah. See how the foreground and the backgrounds, everything's moving really smooth.
Yeah.
And she has this like a real animation style.
She feels like a cartoon. Like she feels like a character still.
Yeah.
She doesn't feel glassy, which is one thing I kind of have an issue with in games occasionally.
Oh, I fucking love this game. Oh,
yeah,
it's like
kind of. Whoa.
I'm loving this generation of people who recognized all of the.
What, do they only get one apple from each tree?
I guess so.
That's
yeah.
so wasteful.
The single apple tree. This is a generation of developers who are recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of old games. And they're trying to recapture that old feeling of games, because there was a weird spot, like 2009. I realized the other day, 2007 was an amazing year for games. You had Call of Duty 4, Bioshock, a bunch of other really fucking good titles all came out in 2007. And
then 09 was just not.
Like 09-ish, like maybe 2011 as well. And then like there's a weird spot where it was like a lot of game developers were just like, let's just do what we did before.
Well, I think it came to a point where it was even like movies. There was a point where movies were just pumping out hour-and-a-half action-filled, plotless movies.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where people were like, man, I want to watch some weird, creepy, mind-bending, high-profile acting stuff.
I didn't know I was playing.
Which is why I think for movies and games, you should go back to the 80s.
Yeah.
Because back then, things were either awesome or terrible. Those are the only options, right? So you got to try and find a little more of that awesome.
Have you played, or so have you seen Kung Fury?
No, I've heard about it.
It's fucking hilarious. I just recently discovered or looked up the word. Sorry, I have to turn this down.
Wait, when I lit the skies ablaze. Okay, so this narrator is actually a character.
The forest.
Oh.
It's the forest, yeah.
Oh, blind motherfucker.
Yeah. I called out to Ori.
And she came willingly. Whoa. There is some fantastic scenes in this.
Oh, like the particle effects are unbelievable. And for it to run so well as well and look so good.
I like this whole scene. It's very reminiscent of like a Pixar animation, you know, like an animated short.
Very, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pixar is extraordinary. Pixar has made, they're probably at like 11 or 12 now?
More than that.
Hits in a row.
Yeah, more than that.
Like every single... Excuse me. Every time they make a movie, it's a fucking hit, and they've never missed. It's unbelievable.
Have you seen Inside Out?
No.
Inside Out, the idea is that every person has 5 different emotions in their head: fear, anger, disgust, joy, and sadness.
Yeah.
And then they all like take turns controlling the person,
right?
And like some mixtures and stuff. But the funniest part for me was in the credits they did animals. So in the dog's head, there was like a whole bunch of dogs.
Oh.
And in the bus driver's head, every single one of them was anger, and they all had a steering wheel.
Oh, that's funny.
But my favorite was the cats, because all the cats were just roaming around, and then one was just walking across the controls, just pressing random things with its feet.
That bus driver thing is too fucking
too
true,
perfect.
man.
Yeah. It was actually, I remember the other ones were funny, but that one was just hysterical.
I used to take the bus every fucking day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought she died.
No, she's fine. I think I don't know if this is a dude. Ori's definitely a girl.
Well, I think Ori's her daughter.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, but I think Ori was like, she found Ori, right? She
Maybe.
gave birth to her.
I don't know. They don't look like they're part of the same
At
species and all. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess what he's saying is the forest started dying, but he's the forest.
Yes.
Well, that's sad.
Well,
That's so sad.
the eye was stolen, I believe. Like his
From the tree?
From the forest.
Oh,
That's
I
why-
see.
yeah, like the whole game is
The forest has
trying
been
to,
blinded.
exactly trying to get the eye back.
Reminds me of what are those 3 sisters in Hercules that have the one eye they share?
The Sisters of Fate.
Something like that.
That's what they're called in God of War.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot they were in that. God of War has a lot of really cool references, especially to mythology. Obviously.
I love the trail behind her. Oh, hello.
Oh. Your memory just stole one of your apples.
No.
How dare you? Just no.
Oh,
God, that's creepy.
foreshadow.
It's creepy. Man, this forest really is dying.
Shaky tree.
They did a really good job with this level design. There's like 12 different layers.
Oh yeah, the
Even in the cave,
yeah,
there's at least 2 or 3 different layers.
it's very fancy. The start actually kind of makes you feel like this is how the whole game's gonna be, even though it's a platformer, really.
I guess it's a longer intro than I've ever seen.
Yep.
In a game, so that's definitely part of it.
It's pretty decent. What game was it? I was just watching.
No.
Oh, the Game of Thrones game has an unbelievably long intro. Like you don't even play for so long.
That can be good sometimes, but it can be kind of irritating. Well, you're not controlling this, right?
No, not at all.
Did you control her walking though?
Yeah.
Which I find is frustrating when they give you scenes where you can only control minor portions of the character.
Yeah. I think it can certainly be done poorly. This is done pretty well.
This was done really well, but I feel like if I replayed the game, I'd be a little irritated.
A little bit. Yeah. I probably wouldn't. Like, I'm only enjoying this because I'm sharing it with you.
But this is a really cool narrative.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be the tree in the background? All dark?
I think like that probably is the tree of life or whatever. We mentioned this is the definitive edition. I didn't tell you what it was though. Definitive has a bunch of extra like optional levels, and you can teleport between checkpoints, which you couldn't do in the original.
So I guess does definitive mean that they're not intending to change the base game anymore? Is that why they're saying it's definitive?
I'm pretty sure it's the same price as the original, or maybe slightly more expensive. But I paid an extra $5 to upgrade it to definitive.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
you already had the original.
I did, yeah. And it was like, please note, you are not getting an additional copy of Ori and the Blind Forest. It was like very specific about that.
Wait, yeah, it's just fair for only $5.
I don't remember Ori having wings. Oh no, those are just big old ears.
Yeah, really long ears. This is a cool scene because it's half contextual. Like he
Yeah.
fell into that tree.
Was that a half sneeze?
Yeah. Gotta love half sneezes.
The Star Bomb sings about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a whole song?
No, it's the song about God of War 13. So he's killed every single god.
I have seen that. God No More? Is it called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And it's the chair god.
Yeah. They say, yeah, you've killed my father Ares. I am Cherries, the god of chairs and drawers. But at one point he's like, I am the god of that thing where you're just about to sneeze and then your friends all, hey, what's up? And you suddenly freeze.
Oh my god. That god. I forgot about that god.
Yeah, I have an idea for an animation, which I'll probably make, but I don't want to say it on the show. But remind me after this.
Okay, animation ideas.
And the last breath was drawn,
And the life faded.
and there was no eraser.
How dare we? Aw. The first sign of life.
Oh, this music. Oh, this music.
Wow. I like that. Oh,
I
I like that they're personifying the forest the whole time.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Whoa.
She gave her life for the forest.
But will it be enough? Find out next time.
That's good.
Goddamn forest interrupted me.
Fucking forests.